It's Week 12 of the NFL. And up next, it's a name everyone will recognize. Marvin Harrison Jr., who's closing in on 1,000 yards receiving on the year. It's the Cardinals and the Hawks next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, the streak continues, Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. First carry for James Conner. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. 7 yards there and a first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. Now Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Throwing now is Murray. Finding his target is Trey McBride. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
And Conner going to pick up a Cardinals first down as a tackle made at the 18. Here's Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Zay Jones. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it, because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
39 yards there, a big one. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Touchdown! All right, the offense back out there now. Let's see what they can put together. The drive will start with Conner. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Murray off play action. There's a short one caught by Ryman. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up second down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Wilson's got it complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35.
A gain of 14. First down, Cardinals.
They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard. Murray a give. This is Connor. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. From the gun, Murray. That ball caught by Harrison. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. All right, the offense back on the field here. Let's see what they can do on this play. Murray going to throw. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. A final shot before half for Murray. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime. To go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Able to get this one to McBride. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. On the counter, it's Connor. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. From the 22 now, here's the second down and 9. Murray now to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Shotgun now from Murray. He'll get that complete to Harrison. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Caught by Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 18 more yards there and another first down. Here's Connor on the read option. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. To throw is Murray. Caught by Wilson. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Michael Wilson with his 13th touchdown of the Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Murray now. A short one here, caught by McBride. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. And this will be swung out here for counter. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Connor up the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Back to throw, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's 2nd and 7. Murray to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now Murray. That's pulled in by Wilson. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. And the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And it's incomplete. They can. Now following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And he can only manage. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And say what you want about Lumen Field here in Seattle, but for my money, this is the loudest and most difficult place to win in the league when you're on the road.
It's very hard. The fan support, off the charts. The way that they make noise and understand when to make noise, they understand the game as well as anyone. And how
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we have Kazir White. He's now sitting at 67 tackles after last week. It's the Cards and the Vikings. And it's coming up next on EA Sports.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Hi there, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. You picked a fun one to tune into. I'm Kate Scotch, joined by former NFL quarterback Brock Heward. And we've got two quarterbacks here, Brock, who are known for playing a very exciting brand of football. Not just throwing the rock, but taking it themselves, too.
Yep, these are two of the guys who really epitomize the direction that this position's going in the modern NFL.
Yep.
Pocket passers will have their place. They always will. A lot of teams look to somebody like this as a default. A great passer, but someone who can also mix in plenty of rushing yards and
Ready to start this drive with Connor. And they'll only let him get up to around the 28 before taking him down. We'll look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And pushes him back. Third down coming up.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on third down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with Sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback.
His first throw is an interception. Murphy picks it. And the Vikings get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. So the first drive of the game ends not in points. First and 10 now from the 30. Connor trying the right side. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3. From the 37. On the move, headed right. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backward. Second down coming up. Another try following the sack. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. That's gonna leave him with a tough third and long. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's on the move. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Cardinals football. They have the full field ahead of them here as they start deep on their own side. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. All right, set now, first and 10. On the ground, this is Trey Benson. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Hey, that's a run that's whole hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
This throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. From the gun, it's Murray. Flushed out of the pocket. Now he takes it. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
On first and 10, it's Murray. Escapes the pocket. Cut at the 10-yard line. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Trying to run it in, Connor. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Connor. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Just a yard that time. They needed more, and now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Kyler to throw. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that forces them to 4th and goal. There we go, Connor. And he's in for the touchdown. The Cardinals can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Murray bails out of the pocket quick. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Murray looking to throw. He's on the move. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing, and at least move them forward.
And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Just short on 3rd down, no gain on the run, and now what will they do on 4th? They snap it to Murray. He's got Harrison. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Let's come in here, Brock. It's Murray. That pass is complete to McBride. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Still set up at the 9. It's 2nd and goal. Back to the air. Murray. Buys time, early run. And they take this in for the score. The Cardinals parlay the interception into points. It's a Kyler Murray touchdown. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Throwing from the gun here. Forced out to his right. He's got a fumble pretty close to midfield. It's picked up by the Vikings going the other way. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Back to throw, Murray. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Here's Murray. Here's pressure, and he's dropped by the Vikings. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. Defense with an excellent opportunity and a stop here on 3rd down. On the play fake. Taken in by Harrison. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Brock, you remember when they were near their own end zone? Yeah, things have totally changed now. 1st and 10 in enemy territory. Kyler throwing here. Has the connection to Jones. And they take him down right along the 30.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Intentional grounding. Offense.
Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
Chased out to his right. He's running for it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Not everyone's a fan of the out-of-town scoreboard. We'll keep our focus right here. Let's get back to football with it. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Now Kyler makes the connection to James Conner. And he gets this forward to the 19.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Murray setting up to throw. He's got him. That's McBride. And this is down all the way to the 3. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with first and goal. Still sticking with the passing game. And he will score! Touchdown, Arizona! The Cardinals push their lead. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. First and 10 coming up. Throwing here, Murray. He's got time here. That's complete. Here's Conner. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. This is the type of performance a former quarterback just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game, even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down. None of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing it.
Into the hands of Michael Wilson. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be first down, Arizona. Kyler looking to throw. Getting out to his left. This will be cut by Conner. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Cardinals first down. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. And in for the Arizona touchdown. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space. The Cardinals get to fly home as winners on the road. And it's harder and harder not to mention, Brock, the possibility of an undefeated season as they add another to their total here in the penultimate month of the campaign. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a win for the Cardinals as we bid you farewell from Minneapolis.